Canada mass shooting suspect had police visits over mental health struggles. The teenage suspect in a mass shooting in rural British Columbia had been the subject of a number of police visits in recent years because of mental health issues, authorities say. Police say the 18-year-old who was found dead on the scene from a self-inflicted gunshot wound killed 8 people, including 6 children, in Tuesday's attack in Tumbler Ridge. Jesse Van Rutselaar had previously been apprehended and assessed under the Mental Health Act, and used to have a firearms license. It is unclear who owned the guns used in the attack, or what was the motive. Prime Minister Mark Carney has said he will visit the mountain town in the coming days. British Columbia, in Western Canada, proclaimed Thursday a day of mourning across the province. 5 students aged 12 to 13 and a 39-year-old teacher were killed and at least 25 others were injured at Tumbler Ridge Secondary School. 2 others, the suspect's mother, also 39, and 11-year-old stepbrother, were found dead at a nearby home, where the attack began. Royal Canadian Mounted Police RCMP said on Wednesday there was a history of visiting Van Rutselaar's family home in the past several years because of the suspect's mental health struggles. On different occasions the suspect was apprehended for assessment and follow-up, said RCMP Deputy Commissioner Dwayne MacDonald. British Columbia Premier David Eby told a news conference outside the Tumbler Ridge Town Hall late on Wednesday evening they were in contact with the public healthcare system officials to understand what interactions may have taken place. Van Rutselaar was born a biological male, but identified as a female, authorities said. Tumbler Ridge has about 2,400 residents, and its secondary school, where the shooting unfolded, has 160 students. Police said Van Rutselaar had dropped out of school 4 years ago. The RCMP also said there had been guns in the suspect's home, which had been seized by police about 2 years ago. Someone in the family, whom police did not name, later successfully petitioned to get the firearms back. Authorities found 2 firearms, a long gun and a modified handgun on the scene, though they said they did not know how the suspect procured the weapons used in the shooting. A 2021 Facebook post from the suspect's mother, Jennifer Strang, described how the teenager was interested in guns, BBC Verify found. One post shared in 2021 by a relative shows the suspect holding a hunting rifle. Court documents from a separate matter about a decade ago offer a glimpse into the suspect's upbringing. Legal papers from a custody battle says the family led an almost nomadic life between 2010-15. This included multiple moves over the last 5 years between Newfoundland, Grand Cache, and Powell River, British Columbia. In a July 2024 Instagram post, the suspect's mother described herself as a conservative-leaning libertarian and spoke out in support of protecting trans kids. "Do you have any idea how many kids are killing themselves over this kind of hate?" she wrote. On Wednesday night, hundreds of mourners gathered for a moment of silence in Tumbler Ridge's main square and outside the British Columbia legislature in Victoria. 6 Republican lawmakers joined Democrats to back a resolution that seeks to end the tariffs Trump imposed on Canada last year. The shooting left 9 people dead and at least 25 wounded, with one student saying he barricaded in a classroom for 2 hours. Mark Carney and Pierre Poilievre offered condolences after 9 people were shot dead in the town of Tumbler Ridge in British Columbia. Members of the remote community have spoken of their fear and uncertainty after 9 people were killed. A deadly mass shooting in British Columbia is likely to increase scrutiny of whether Canada's gun laws should be toughened. Copyright 2026 BBC. The BBC is not responsible for the content of external sites. Read about our approach to external link.